Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace and salutation to your brothers pushing the truth out the four winds. So, got a few scriptures on basically how what we're doing by prophesying is actually working. Everything we're doing according to the scriptures is actually working. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So everything's regeneration. It's regenerated, reincarnated. So everything falls into place as a kingdom is set up. It's always an end, and it's always men set up by the Lord to do exactly what he has them to do. If your lot is to be a prophet, that's what it's going to be. If your lot is set up to be two-thirds, that's what you're going to be. But in this case, it's telling you that the prophets, they always prophesy the downfall of kingdoms and of wars, and paying attention to the news, you'll see what happened today with the airstrikes. I was in a gym and a guy came told me about it. I think he used to be in the Army. One of my buddies I work out, we go to the same gym or whatever. But he came and ran to me and told me, But it just shows you that people are watching as well. But the Lord's basically told us to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, and that's exactly what's going on. Daniel 7:18, it says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." So speaking against this place, and it shows you that it's power in what you speak when those words come from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Everything you say has power. That's why they tell you to mind your tongue, because things you say, they have power. I remember, I think it was Bruce Lee. He said, don't even say anything negative about yourself, even if it's a joke. It's because power is like words have power to them. So this is Isaiah 14:11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So they got to take and drink of that same cup. It was a point in time where people looked at Esau, and it was just like, man, no one's going to ever bring them down. Now you got those weak nations saying, let the weak say I'm strong. So all these other nations, they're rising up, because they see a chink in the armor. And where do you think that chink came from? It's the prayers and fasting and prophesying the downfall of this place, to where it's like we're an inside entity. Like we're an inside body that's preying on this inside, that's actually hurting it for everyone else to come in and basically give the final blow. So the things that Yahweh Shemi Shai has his men set up to do, that's what's going on. So when all these prayers go forth and the prophesying down for the kingdom is basically bringing it down, hurting it, and putting it to its knees, to where the other enemies are going to come and they're going to finish it off. All through Yahweh Shemi Shai. This is 2 Ezra 6. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So it's birth pains right now, and we're about to, it's going to be a power shift, and Esau knows it. Everybody in this world is feeling something happening. You can feel it at any given moment. It's just like everything is just, it's like ripe. So at any given moment, like something catastrophic could take place. So everybody's on edge. Like you look at Esau, how they were comfortable at first. Now you're looking, everybody's squirming. Everybody's in a sense of like panic. Things just aren't the way they used to be. Nothing has that old feel to it. So all that started with the prophesying of the downfall of this place, and you're just seeing it like a snowball effecting. And with that, I want to say shalom.